Are we on? Are we on? I guess we're on. All right, boys. This is the KMS Rundown. What day is it? May 29th? May 29th, KMS Rundown. So the rundown is brought to you by the BJ boys. You know, they're known for breaking stories, busting nuts, and fucking pussies up. So we got the rundown with the boys. Medium Poppy, how are you?
Fucking excellent. How we doing, boys?
Good, good. Blind Prisoner Mike, how you doing?
Doing good.
Doing good. Busy week.
Busy week, yeah.
Oh
It's getting
yeah.
hot.
Yeah.
People are coming out more now.
Oh yeah.
Great weekend. Summer started. I'm ready to go, man.
As many people might know, I'm not wearing a hat. My mom cut my hair, so I wanted to show it off. I wanted to show it off for the boys. So let's get going. So the first thing we're going to talk about is the Sirius radio. So Kirk, back on radio, back in Barstool Radio, Sirius Radio. What do you guys think about that? Good. Do you think it's going to be big for Kirk, big for Barstool? What do you think, Poppy? You could go first.
I mean, so first of all, talking about Sirius, you're kind of also talking about Barstool, right? So I think that Barstool was a perfect move. You know, Kirk needed somewhere to go, somewhere to release his podcast and have a platform, to do what he does. Entercom was kind of butchering the product, scrubbing things, messing with them, making them angry. Barstool was the natural fit. They stayed out of the way. Dave and Erica have been godsends. It's just been a natural kind of stepping stone, from EEI. So I'm super happy to see him on Sirius more, growing the product. I think the whole Barstool move has been a great step as far as growing the brand. I love it. I'm happy to see more exposure.
Yeah, it was a great first episode. I got my 4-month free subscription, so I'm sure the subscriptions went in heavy by the Minifans. Blind Prince Mike, what did you think about the first episode with him at Barstool and all that stuff?
I love the first episode. If you told me that they were doing this in the beginning, I would have been really nervous. I don't know what kind of regulation Barstool would have on him. I'm just fearful about that. But given what we've seen with the relationship that he has with Erica and Dave, I think it's clear that they know what they have and they're not going to get in his way. And I'd be afraid there'd be a rift created, but based on what we've seen, I don't think that's going to happen. I think it's a really good move. It opens it up to a lot more people, gets them a little more exposure, which is awesome.
What I like the best is he's ready rocking the boat right away, calling out Mikey Fowler, calling out Barstool, calling out Sirius, calling out everyone. So how do you like that? How do you find that aspect? You think that's going to grow? Who's going to be the enemy of the next week? You think Fowler's going to cave under pressure? What do you guys think?
I think for some reason, I know they seem to be good now, but I think him and the show and the Breakfast, the guys are going to have issues. I think they're going to start seeing the notoriety that he has and the publicity, and they're going to get a little nervous, to be honest with you. That's where I think it's going to come.
I mean, that would be a natural transition. I mean, I would just love to see it. The classic phrase is 2 phone calls, right? I mean, the threat's been there since day one. Willie Cologne's, been trying to flex on Kirk since day one. It's only right that, we throw a little bit of that Minifan weight around and maybe, get an hour taken off the morning show and grow the Kirkman show. I can't wait. Let's fucking go.
I turned in a little early just to listen to a little bit of it. And it was like going from aspirin to Adderall, like between the two shows. It was some huge difference,
Oh yeah,
I'm only going to speak about legal things, so I'm going to go aspirin.
Oh, okay, yeah. Great. I guess. I really liked it. I think he's going to change Barstool Radio. You already see the interaction. You got Gaz. You got him already saying, I don't need any new listeners. Fuck Sirius. Fuck Mikey Fowler. Fowler's the new Zarbano. But I think what's good about Barstool is you're going to get those enemies are being able to talk about all that stuff. It's not going to get censored like it did at EEI. So I think it's a perfect fit. I think a lot of people found Kirk from from EEI, then from Barstool. Then there's going to be this new crowd that found him from Sirius. So it's going to be the newer Mincels. So we got the Mincels now could bully the newer kids on the block. So anything else, boys, about that?
No, man, I'm glad to grow the audience. I mean, anybody who's not happy to grow the audience, I think you got a dump in your pants. I mean, Kirk has a great product. let's grow it. Well, there's no downside, only upside. I'm happy to grow the product, see more Barstool exposure, and more Sirius exposure. It's a great thing to see, honestly.
Yeah, so I guess it's a good segue into the comfort centers. Barstool doesn't want Kirk really talking about politics. So, but you see during this last week, he's brought politics up a lot, and you haven't seen that much blowback. So, especially with these comfort centers, I said it looked like my Saturday night, just a couple strippers, more strippers, and maybe no needles. But what did you boys think about the video? How the media no one in the media really acknowledged it, and how Kirk approached the whole thing. What do you guys think? I'll go with Poppy first.
I was really curious, why I hadn't seen BA all week until I saw that video yesterday, and I saw you pop it up one of those pleasure centers.
Yeah, you can't miss the windbreakers. It's evident in the cover.
You were the only guy in the video with a Maple Leafs hat. And Snickers was doing something to you, but I'm glad that I don't know. I mean, it's that's the reason that I love this show. It's been evident from the beginning. From Kurt Atone, Ben Albright, Kevin Cullen, Lieutenant Governor Polito. There's one guy out there that's willing to fight for and expose the truth. It's Kirk Minahan. He's pointing out the bullshit that others are too afraid to point out. He's the only real journalism in Boston. And it was fucking hilarious to listen to him, break down the lies in Lieutenant Governor Polito's, bullshit excuse why she could have a party at her Shrewsbury mansion and where everyone else has to listen to her rules. I mean, he's the one guy exposing this stuff. Turtle Boy a little bit too, but Kirk is the one guy you can go to for real journalism and real shit in New England. So I love it. I fucking love it.
What I heard is the mayor, Marty Walsh, is going to just bring a bunch of Mamma Mia's pizzas to the comfort center. It's going to be like eradication. So I don't know. That's what I'm hearing. People are saying that. But Blind Prison Mike, what do you think about the whole thing with Kirk exposing it and that kind of stuff?
No, I think it's awesome. What he's doing, and I bring a different perspective, like law enforcement perspective to it. Those kind of things pop up. You have tent cities, you have areas that people congregate. But for the government to provide and to fund the certain areas, that's where it kind of takes a curve. How can you put resources in there but not manage who's using the resources, while at the same time trying to regulate everyone else in the state and basically shut businesses down? It just doesn't make much sense. It'd be one thing if that was a neutral and detached area that just people came to, but that's a government area, with government resources, and it needs to be addressed. And I'm glad someone is.
Yeah, and it's kind of fucked up because it's like a lose-lose situation. Like, especially I guess for yourself, like people are gonna say, "Oh, why aren't you doing anything about it?" But then people say, "Oh, why are you going after these people that don't have homes?" So it's a lose-lose situation. But it's great to see the exposure towards it. And what I find the best is it's like what Kirk. If Kirk addresses it, it's kind of like that no one will, and it's golden. It's a golden rule, like with the Fitzy racist jokes and that kind of stuff. It's the same kind of concept where he'll bring something up, he'll put a light to it, and everyone will kind of turn away just because it's Kirk doing it. But it's something to be addressed, and especially shows hypocrisy with the Boston government and Boston municipality. Anything else, boys, on that? And we'll go to even a more controversial topic in the Minahan verse, the 5K. The 5K race. So did you guys walk in the race, run in the race? How did you guys do a BPM? What did you do?
We walked. I did it so my whole family did it. Me, my wife, and 5 kids. The kids seem to take it better than a lot of the other participants.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They weren't whining.
Oh no, they were. But they were. There's a lot more going on Twitter. Ungratefulness. Yeah. But no, they made it. We finished 1 minute after Mike and Ted. Which is a feat.
Nice! Wow, that's good.
I had a stroller with 2 kids, dragging the other ones through preteen. But we almost beat Mike and Ted. That was my goal. So, but it didn't.
Oh, nice.
Came close.
Poppy, did you run the race in the mud, or what did you do?
So I jogged it with the wife. It was a lot of fun. You know what? So I've been listening to all the outrage kind of regarding this. You know, obviously Mayo would be the first kind of name that comes to mind with this whole thing, right? So, you know, basically Mayo came out with the take that the show didn't deliver, right? So I'm going to break this down for you, Mayo, since I know that you're,
Oh, you're gonna break it down for Mayo?
I'm going to break it down for Mayo.
Alright, good.
I don't have a college degree. You're apparently an educator. I'm going to break
You
it
don't
down.
have a college degree?
No, but I'm still going to break it down. Right? So for $40, right? $40, you got a shirt, you got entry and registration into the race, you got a broadcast, you got a way to support the show, which is free every single day, 5 days a week, multiple hours a day, free show, no obligations. And Mayo comes out and says they didn't deliver. Like, how? That's bull. It's a BS, fake outrage. You know, it's strange noise to make over nothing. So if you buy a hoodie from Barstool, it's like $48 and change, right? So for $40, you got a shirt, you got registry and entry into a 5K, you got a full broadcast. Was it perfect? No. But, you know, to make a big stink about this was just nothing. I had a lot of fun. I'm super glad I got to, you know, go into a 5K and have fun preparing for it, you know, for the past month with my wife. It's, you know, cash grab seems like a BS kind of take to have.
Well, they said
I had fun.
They said it was for business, like it was a business initiative, right? So like it was a cash grab. Like they need to make money. They're still making money. So I was totally fine with giving $40. It was awesome. BPM, what do you have to say?
And I bought. It seems like people think that they're getting a key to the city with the $40. You know, I bought a shirt for me, my wife, who is never going to wear it again, and my daughter. She was repulsed by the idea of what we were doing. My preteen daughter, I brought her a shirt, and she was horrified by the face on the back. She's not going to wear it again. But the point is to support the show, to show the support that he has, and to grow it. You know, to send a message to Barstool, and that's how I took it. You know, and I want to do that as much as I can, and I was able to get 3, so I did it. You know, and I just think that people are expecting some crazy thing, and we got, for what we paid, we got a lot. And I think that
and you know what, I think it was a definitely success. They brought 1,000 people together. I was talking about this, I guess, on one of my many YouTube appearances, but saying the app not working as it should have shows the Minifans overloaded it, man. It shows that there were so many people on there, and I take that as like a good thing, right? Like it was too much to handle. Like that's a badge of honor. We shut down that. We shut down live streams. We shut down apps. We shut down a bunch of shit. We're always shutting it down, right?
Like, what's the problem? Like, people that are complaining, what's the problem? It's a cash grab. Barstool is a business. They're a podcast business. They bring people on to make money. You know, like, and the fact that, like, let's say, what's the hockey podcast?
Hey, blind person Mike, is Mayo in the background over there? I could hear Mayo in the background, I think.
That's
just your kids? That's just your kids?
That's a wine. That was a wine.
Money. This is between Matt. You know, all right. Let's think about the Kirk Minahan events overall, right? We've had Woburn, which was free, showed up to the courthouse. You know, we've had Sherborne, which was free pizza. You know, you bought a beer or two. You had Madawaska, super cheap, $75 for a whole weekend of fun. The 5K was $40. Like, people that are complaining about the cost of the Kirk Minahan fan experience, come on, man. Come on.
You know, and the other thing is, and I'm really reluctant to criticize the show at all, because I understand that Kirk, specifically, puts his heart and soul in everything he does. Every minute of every show, I think any kind of event, you know that he's at home thinking of stuff to do. He puts his heart and soul into it, and I know that. And I'm not going to, even if I don't like something, I'm not going to go, you know, right to Twitter and start, you know, criticizing, because I know how passionate he is. I know how dedicated he is, and I'm not gonna take a shot at something that he's doing. It's just
And I like Mayo. I get some of the criticism was, I guess, they said they were going to give out prizes for 250th or 500, but like whenever you do something, some stuff doesn't go exactly as planned from the beginning, and just like to like if you think like the show is like, oh, let's not give this out, let's get that extra $100 or whatever, like that's pretty ridiculous. Like maybe it wasn't planned as to the T, but that's classic Steve Robinson. And I wouldn't blame Kirk, I blame Steve, right? But I think it was a success from the most part. It was great. It was cool to see all of us running. It got me out of bed on a Saturday to walk 5K. So, and it got Poppy out of the mud and jogging. So that was good. Anything else on this, boys? You want to move on? We'll move on to Warden of the North's boy, Tom Hartman.
Tom. Right? Is it Tom?
I think it's Tom.
Couldn't pick a better name for
Definitely Tom.
I'm a big Thom guy. He's like body bag Steve time after time after time after time. I think actually Steve's afraid to actually reach out to the producer and do it the honorable way and reach out to Thom. He has to go through all these side routes. And so what do you boys think about this? Is Steve being a classic pussy, or is Thom in the wrong? BPM, what do you got with that?
No, I'm all Steve. I'm with Steve on this.
You're a Steve guy? Oh,
I am. I trying to help, infiltrate the show. We had to listen to it, and I could not imagine to have to sit beside or across from that guy night in and night out and listen to it. It would drive me crazy.
Who,
too.
Steve or Thom?
No, Thom. I couldn't do it. Oh God, he was awful. It was tough. It was tough, and I align politically with Steve too, so I think that definitely ate at me. But no, I think if you heard his little mental breakdown twice, he did. I think that I'm Team Steve on this.
I think Thom, he looks like a guy that like would run a funeral home or something like that. He's like, I don't know, but he's undefeated against like he look at all the times like Warden always points it out where he made Steve waffle. I think Steve's scared. What do you think, Poppy?
Steve is definitely, Steve might have been a little bit hesitant when Steve is like a 22-year-old guy, fresh out of college in Washington. But Steve is a completely different guy now. Steve would crush this dude right now. Mm-hmm. And I think Thom's acutely aware of the fact that his demise is imminent and is trying to prolong that. So I cannot wait until the moment where Steve and Thom get some airtime together, and it's just a fucking smackdown.
But look, Steve's already making like excuses like, oh, Thom's gonna have all his producers in his ear. He's gonna have a team around him. Like he's already building the excuses up. So when he eventually loses the debate with Thom, he has all these excuses to come back on. So I don't know. I think Steve's afraid. I think he's afraid. He needed to get big Mike Geary out there to throw his nuts on the table and actually do something about it, because Steve was just sitting back twiddling his thumbs. He said he emailed them in December and was waiting for a reply back. Like, that's December. It's May. What is he doing? If he really wants it, email the guy, right? He's scared of Thom. It's clear he's scared of Thom. And Thom or Tom? Is it Thom?
Thom.
Yeah, definitely Thom.
No, yeah. I'm calling Tom. Thomas Hartman, my boy. He's undefeated. Blind Person Mike, what were you saying there?
Oh no, I think Steve, what Poppy said, it was true. It's one thing when he was fresh out of college trying to get his feet, but now he'll steamroll him. Absolutely. You
think so?
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess this goes to the gearhead. So I guess this is the big drama of the Kirk Minahan world. The Discord didn't have Mike Geary's back when it came to making calls. Justin has a list. He confirmed it actually before that the list is true. He has a list of about 10, 15 people. We're not going to name names here, but the list is 100% accurate. I guess before that, let's break this down. What did you think about Mike calling on the Discord first and then the Discord's reaction. How about you, Poppy? Maybe you
Yeah,
can
there's no
shed
list.
some light.
No.
But what do you think, Poppy? There isn't a list. I was just fucking around. But Poppy, what do you think? What happened? I kind of was out of Discord this week. So what happened? What was the reaction?
All right. So here's the thing. I'm a huge Discord guy. I've been a Discord guy since day one. I love Patrick. Love Discord. It's a weird thing, right? Like, I think that the Discord gets this rap as being like a cesspool, but I think that the real thing with Discord is just it's a whole different pace, right? It's super fast paced. It's different. It's a lot different than Twitter, right? And I think that if the show has a problem with anything, it should be individuals. There are certain individuals on every platform that are just, don't have the same values that other people do, right?
Well, see, this is where I think for the majority, Discord's a bunch of ball busting. Sometimes maybe people take it a little bit more sensitive than others, and which that's fair. But I think it's mostly ball busting. But when it comes to this and even those individuals, I guess, who, if we're talking about sneakers or dummy or whatever, whenever they went off side, they've always came back and apologized, and they've apologized for whatever they've done. And you know what? Sometimes you get hot-headed. But just with the Discord not helping out, like if I look at the previous chats,
that's not true. Like, I'll back Discord 100%. Discord as a platform is great. All the platforms are great. If you think about it, YouTube, Twitter, Discord, we all have awesome people. And all platforms have made really incredible contributions, especially Discord. Discord's been around for forever and made some incredible contributions. We have incredibly intelligent people there that want the best for Kirk Minahan and the whole show. So
yeah, like I'm looking at some of the past chats, like 50 Stake Prank Call Challenge, Madawaska, the Constitution, Murchison Info, elections. Right now there is the War Room. So like you could see that there's like I hate when the Discord gets a rap, like they're not doing anything for the show, they're not doing anything like this. When there have been big and when a lot of the big moments with Kirk, they were a big part of it. So it's I think I don't know what happened. So Justin went in and said Mike wanted to let's call blitz Tom, and I'm against that, to be honest, because Tom's a beauty and Steve should have had the balls to face him right away. But he came in and he got some heat. But was that heat just ball busting? Because what I saw,
it was genuine. It was genuine. So what happened was, Justin basically came in on behalf of the show and said, "Hey, we want to call Tom Hartman. I want to get the Discord support." And the Discord was kind of ambivalent. It wasn't like a straight up fuck you, Justin. They were like, "Hey, Justin, we actually love you, Justin, but Blind Mike, we have a little bit of an issue with. You're going to say, oh, Discord as a platform is scum or is, fucking toxic, whatever. Then fuck you, come in here, ask yourself." Some people were talking about an apology. They can fuck right off with that. But I mean, I think the general sentiment from a few people that are a little bit loud in Discord was, hey, if you're going to call this platform, whatever you want to call it, then.
But we need an apology.
And ask for our favor, yeah.
But we need an apology, like by the show, saying sorry. I'm sorry, Discord.
I don't want all that.
This is all fucked up. But BPM, what do you think about this? This doesn't sound like. This isn't the Mayo Discord, right? This isn't. We don't need a whine about stuff, but also we could take some ball busting, right? What do you think? I don't know. I'm kind of 50-50 on this one.
I am too. So I'm not a big. First and foremost, I'm not a big Discord person. I tried it. It's too fast. I can't keep up. I don't like. I think with Discord, a lot of the side, the vocal minority, it's a lot more vocal and it's a lot more prevalent. And it drove me crazy a little bit. The contrarians, I think, are a little more in full force in the Discord. I think it's a different world, and it takes getting used to. Again, but I haven't tried to get used to it either. But I do know that the different issues we've had, specifically at Riccio, I had a lot of information, and I was directed to there's a lot of. They did a lot. They do a lot.
The war.
Yeah, they do a lot, and I don't blame them for. For pushing back. a little bit,
Yeah.
given the rap that they got from the show. But at the same time, you got to understand we're all on the same team. And I don't know if it was ball busting as much as like.
Yeah, I don't know how serious it was.
BPM, it's hard to tell, man. It's hard to tell.
Yeah.
You never know.
The platform is just very, very different. You know, like
Mhm.
Twitter, you know, you take your time. You have unlimited time to choose 140 characters. Discord, you can do 1,000 characters every 20 seconds. You know, it's just like it's a whole different platform. The ball busting is more prevalent, but I really believe at the heart of the Discord, they're just as, if not more, dedicated to advancing the show's narrative as any other platform. But there are some toxic people there, just like every other platform. And that's just the way it is.
And going off that, I think it's one of the main reasons for the big the community involvement of the show. Like, there's people that you meet in the Discord, and I guess if you don't go in there much by BPM, but you've become friends with. And I guess to the show's point, it's like, oh, these guys just talk about whatever they want to talk about now, which it did turn into that, because now you get to know the person you're talking about it, but it's always show first. It always and those are the best times when it's like a coordinated effort to go. That's why, like, I didn't understand the hate for the call the Tom thing, Tom Hartman, because that kind of stuff's the most fun when you're all just going at it, you're talking about it, you're joking around about it. Like, even the Greg Hill live stream, those things are what got people into the Discord in the first place.
It's the principle, BA. It's the principle. They basically feel that someone like Blind Mike is just saying, "Oh, this place is a cesspool. It's a cesspool. It's a cesspool." Except when I want help.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess you know, you could talk about the Discord all day, but I don't know. Maybe there's only 3-4 people listening now that really care about it.
I don't feel that way, but I'm just trying to portray an accurate representation of the consensus of the Discord. I think that the Discord as a platform feels like a real, like, redhead stepchild, and
it's the Keller of the. Oh, can you not say that? It's the Keller of the platforms. You know, I would say Instagram's probably more because it doesn't get much love. But I don't know. I love the Discord. I think it's great. What did you guys think about the actual Blitz? Or Brian Pissermite, did you have anything?
No, the last thing I'd say, I think the vast majority of people in the Discord are good. They're great. They're awesome fans, you know, and they'll do anything for the show. I do think it's a small minority, you know.
Yeah. And what did you think about the calls to the Hartman show? How'd you like that? How'd you like the execution? I know, Poppy, you said you tried to call. What was that like?
I was like 95% of the way there vetted. I had all my topics and questions and everything was all set. And then at the last second, they asked me the platform I was listening on, and I was like, iHeartRadio. They're like, yeah, we're not taking your call. Sorry. They were nice, but yeah, they were hardcore.
How about you, BPM? Were you involved? Did you call?
Yeah, I was. I did not get the niceness that Poppy did.
No?
I don't know why. I mean, I've tried calling in the past, so maybe I have an app that spoofs your number, so I for some reason I think they might have. I don't know what they did, but the first time I called, the woman answered and she said, "We're not doing this," and hung up. And then I kept getting through, and I finally got through to a producer. I believe it was a producer, and I tried saying I was trying to take the police brutality angle, saying I was an incarcerated blind man. That had issues, and she was very intrigued with it, like they said on the show. And then you hear someone in the background, they just yelled, "Oh no, that's one of the people commenting."
They talked about on the show.
Yeah,
as well.
They pieced it together, and it was a quick hang up, and then I couldn't get through after that. I think I just got busy signals.
Nice,
but it was fun though.
Yeah, no, I love that stuff. That stuff is the best. So I'm gonna go to some of the comments. Phil's dick is way bigger by Jay's Mayhem. That was a big one. I guess Phil's in here. Someone said Poppy's a rat. Poppy's a rat. Let's see. Tough haircut. Tough look on the haircut, BA. Okay, fuck you, Will. Let's see. My mom cut my hair. Any other comments? Let's see. People are saying Steve killed Tom. BA killed Steve. like Tom killed Steve back in the day. Do you guys have any final thoughts? Is this short? Or are we going long? I have no idea. I never hosted a show before, so.
I mean, I have a question for you guys. If you're looking for
nice.
one.
Yeah. Go on.
I mean, all right. So between Pizzagate, that was kind of a while ago, right? Now we got the whole Monoc thing. We got the 5K, people talking about cash grabs, be it Mayo, be it whoever in Discord talking about the fundraiser, yada, yada, yada. Do you think that Kirk is feeling this topic? Do you think that Kirk is taking this more personally than he might let on? And as far as the whole behavior of all of us collectively, right, from Discord to Twitter to YouTube, whatever, do you think that Kirk is content with our behavior as Minifans, or do you think it's kind of having a taxing or a tolling kind of effect on him?
You want me to go, or you want to go, BPM? You got Poppy, just Nickel's worth of advice. You got, after you ask a question, you got to let the
floor is yours, you Canadian fuck.
All right. So I would say a couple of things. One, you know what? If anyone I think Kirk is a genuine guy. Has a good heart. So if someone was questioning me about stealing money or using money inappropriately, I'd be pissed off too, because it's I would be like, what the fuck, why would you think I'm trying to fuck you over when I've been trying to do everything in my power to make this as good as possible. But on the same token, there's always going to be people that want to raise have opinions to be raised, and you know what, I think it is fair for them to raise their opinions sometimes. I don't agree with a lot of them, especially when it comes to the allocation towards money with the show. But I think it's fair for people to raise their opinions. But I could see why Kirk would be pissed, because I kind of get heated too if I raised a bunch of money for someone and then someone questioned my integrity. But again, I don't think you got to take it in different levels. I don't know how scorched earth I would get, but it would piss me off for sure. How about you, BPM? What do you think?
I think, like I said earlier, I think it definitely takes a toll because he puts everything he has into everything he does. I'm not going to BPM.
I don't want to interrupt you, but I just want to frame this by one more kind of aspect. I think one of the common narratives that you hear on Twitter from some of the OGs is that, okay, shut your mouth. You're going to cause Kirk to have a 50-minute show. So when I talk about all of this under the parameter, it's like, hey, guys, watch your behavior because it's going to impact Kirk upon in some other way, or, causing the shows to be 50 minutes tops. That's the only thing that I kind of meant by what I was saying. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
No, you're fine. I think I don't think it's he puts everything into everything he does, and I don't think he hates critiques. If people don't like things, I don't think it bothers him that they don't. It's the people, Mayo, that try to find things. They wait for something. They're just sitting there waiting for something to go wrong. They're just waiting for some little twerk to go right to Twitter or to try to cause a scene. And I think that is what does it, because yes, I think Mayo's a fan, but at the same time, I just think he's trying to find things, and I think a lot of people are, and I think that's what I'm not going to try to speak for Kirk, but yeah, I think that's what drives him. That's what gets him.
I guess in my token is I think everyone should speak their mind. I think Kirk has built a world where people aren't afraid to speak their mind, especially directly to the host, which is fucked up to think about. There's no other podcast or kind of anything where you can directly talk to the host about the allocation of funds for a GoFundMe. There's nothing, there's no other world, there's no other place about it. But I think that's what makes it amazing. But I don't think you should watch your mouth, because then there's going to be a 50-minute show. I think that's a bad mentality to have. But I do see, I guess I'm going middleman here, but I do see it would piss me off too. So I don't think that stuff's ever going to change. But I think that's what makes the world great, and what makes the fans great. And it gives you an open dialogue. Everyone has an open dialogue, no matter how much of a troll, how stupid, how insightful you are. Everyone's on a level playing field, except for Kirk. Except for him. So. Yeah. Anything else, boys? Before we wrap it up, there's a lot of fighting. Look, hey, guess what? There's a lot of fighting in the YouTube comments. No one's even watching the show. They're just fucking fighting. Classic. I guess I don't know if you guys want to talk about the last thing. I think maybe we ended off with I'm gonna pour one out to our homie MHB. There's no water in there, but
that's tough.
Yeah, so I don't know. Anything else, or you want to end it there? We're at 34 minutes. So
Man, MHB, that's a hard topic, man. That's a
yeah,
hard topic.
he's dead. You know, you don't want to speak ill of the dead. So
Well,
I'm pretty sure
yeah.
he'll rise back up.
You think he'll rise back up?
Just come right up. Yeah.
The BJs, man, the BJs, they fuck that pussy.
I do not. I would
pussy.
never. There's a couple people I would never want to get on the bad side. Them, Fez, never. No,
I just want to say one thing, that I think that we're all fans of the show, right? And anybody who's worthy of getting a seat at the table should have that opportunity. You know, we've seen some amazing
seat at what
people,
table though? What are you talking about? What table?
We've seen some amazing people that have come out of this show, and I mean, I don't know. That's all I want to say.
I think this was awesome. BPM, a legend. That mustache gets me semi-chub. I've been half hard this whole time, so just thank you for that. Poppy, I'm glad you stepped out of the mud. I'm going to use the joke. Comedies in threes, so you got to use that joke 3 times. But it was a beautiful show and a great time with you boys. I'm sure people are going to make fun of me without a hat on. So I guess peace to the boys and the girls.